Okay, so today we move ahead to week 2. Let me share with you week 2 assignment. So you click here the content, and after that you click on the course activity and move down to week 2. And you see here in week 2 you have two special assignments. The first one is second online meetings on Thursday, June 17, and the second one is the topic and structure for final PowerPoint presentation. So you click here, and here the to-do list. Read the weekday reading requirements. Go to assignment. Write the reading responses 2A and 2B, and submit them to the Turnitin site. Go to the forum discussion board. Do the weekly question 2A and 2B. Upload the final topic and its structure, include an abstract, introduction, outline, and a brief conclusion by June 20, 24 points. So please remember, we have a second online meeting. It's 15 points between 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thursday, June 17, we will review the learning materials, and I will send to you an email 15 minutes right before the meeting. So you will earn 5 points for login the Zoom, and you will gain another 10 points for participation. That means if you just log into the Zoom, you have only 5 points. When you participate in our discussion, you get 10 points. So if you have not received my email for the Zoom link by 12 p.m. on that day, please let me know. You can text to me with this number 832-863-1861, and click on this description for week 2, and I will come back to that description later on. For the assignment, so you need to read the question list, the list of the question. You can pick up any question from this list and respond to one of them for at least 300 words. And after you read that response and submit here, click on here to submit. And you go down here, put your name and so forth. Okay, and please, the deadline is Sunday, June 20, and for assignment 2B, you do the same way. Click on question 2B, and again, these are the list of the questions. You can respond to one of these questions and submit to here. And here again the rubrics, so please read carefully. Total you have 10 points, and please follow these rubrics. I give you the grade based upon those rubrics, and after that you pause your response to the weekly question, as well as writing the comments on other student posting. You click here, click grade thread, and here is the Buddhist examination about 6 realms of samsara, the sensations of meditation. So everyone respond to this question. and after you pause your response, you make comment on another student posting, and you do the same things to week 2B. You click here, click on create thread, and this is the question. So respond to this question. Okay, and please follow this discussion guideline. Here, this is the guideline that I discussed before, and these are the discussion rubrics. You can follow this rubric, and you have 6 points in total. Please read carefully, and I have shown you some example already. And for this week, you're supposed to write a topic and its structure for final presentation. Early in the semester or the summer, I like you to prepare early to pick up the topic that you like to write or you like to do for your final PowerPoint presentation. Here the guideline. So you choose any topic that relate to Buddhism to present time. So you can pick up the topic like Buddhism and psychology, Buddhist psychology, Buddhist education, Buddhism and healthcare, Buddhism and meditation, and so forth. So you provide the reason why you choose this topic, provide an abstract introduction, provide structure and condensed theme of the outline, and a short conclusion that wrap up everything. So the purpose of having a well-defined topic, abstract, introduction, outline, and a brief conclusion is to help you to better prepare for a comprehensive final PowerPoint presentation successfully. So these are the guidelines, and these are the structure. That the rubrics that are based upon this to give you the rate here to see whether you have a good topic, a relevant topic or not. So you should have abstract, outline, conclusion, introduction, grammatical error, typos, and check for me, plagiarism, Wikipedia. That's may take up your points. So in total you have 24 points for the topic and the structures. Okay, so that the assignment for this week, and let us move on to the weekly description. For the weekly description, let's see here. Let me close this one. Okay. This is one here. The learning objectives. So this week you study about the cycle of rebirth according to Buddhist view, the meaning of soul, the karma, humanity, gods, celestial realm, animals, ghosts, paranormal state, hell, the Four Noble Truths, and so forth. So these are the objectives for you to study in this week. Okay, so let me move on to explain the Buddhist views about the cycle of rebirth. So let me go to this one. In Buddhist view, everything go in the cycle. Let's say when you type the cycle of water, for example, And you see here, you can pick this simple one. You can see that this is the cycle of the water condensation as the cloud, precipitation is draining down, collection, and evaporation. That's the cycle of water, and there is no beginning and no ending points of the water cycle, whether it's on Earth or anywhere in universe. And you can say the cycle of paper, or life cycle of paper. Again, you see that the paper production. Let's go this way here. And we can find oh, okay, I see. This one is just okay, here the forest, right, where they harvest the trees, manufacture, they do produce the papers, and we use the paper, and after that we can recycle it, right? So that the cycle of the paper. Let's see here. Anyway, so that there's a cycle there. So paper production from trees, printing, distribution, collection, and recycle. That life cycle of paper. And you can type anything life cycle of a metals, aluminum, life cycle of aluminum the same way. So it's go the same cycle of production. Let's see here, which one is easy to understand. Here. Okay. Raw materials like anything, aluminum, or paper, plastic, metals, anything. We have raw materials. That is from the trees, from minerals, whichever. Go to the manufacture process, and after that go to the distribution, and the next one is the usage and the recycle. Otherwise just go to the landfills. So anything that we can see, the material things we can see, aluminum, paper, plastic, metal, even tables and so forth. So everything, you see that this is go the cycle, not in the vertical up and down, not in laws, because what we call the law of energy, the law of energy, E equal mc square. So nothing is lost. Here, energy equal the mass times speed of light square. So according to this theories, nothing is lost. The energy transformed from one form into others. So that's is the nature of life. So like when we use water, whether it's from the bottles, from the can, and so forth. After we use the water, whether for cooking or for bathing, it go back to the sewer and go back to different forms of life, and we can reuse them again and again. So there's no ending points and no starting point of water, no ending points of the aluminum, plastic, and so forth. It's just a cycle. So that's why in Buddhist view, there's a cycle of life. So Buddhist cycle of life. And here we can see in Buddhist view, let me click on here so you can see more clearly. Okay, here. Okay. So here, in Buddhist view, there's 6 types of rebirth. This is a cycle, 12 cleanse condition. Okay, let me go back here. Different. What we call 6 type of rebirth cycle that we have here. Okay, here you can see. So heaven, in the heaven, the God's realm, we have human realm, we have animal realms, we have hell realms, we have hungry ghost realm, we have demon realms. So it is cycle. That's the loop cycle. This is no ending points, and there's no starting points. So according to Buddhism, because of greed, hatred, ignorance, that push this cycle turning all the times. So if we eliminate or transform them, greed, hatred, ignorance, we will eventually get out this way of life, or the cycle of birth and death. Otherwise, no matter where we live, whether we were born in human or heaven, animals, after we're done with our life, we move on again. So that's what the Buddha say. That's what the Buddhist view about. And let me share with you the video clips. I think I put that video clips for you to view already for this week. But let us view it here again. So this is the hell realms. That's the first one is the hot hell, and this one is the cold hell. Okay, so in Buddhist view, there's 8 kinds of cold hell and 8 kinds of hot hell. So the first one is the Abuddha, that means the blister hell. The second one is the burst blister. The third is the shivering. The next one is the lamentation. And the next one is charred tea. It's too cold for them. They have shiver in their tea, chattering. The next one is the blue lotus. Just means intense cold. The skin turned to blue like the color of a water lily. The next one is lotus. that crack open the frozen skin, leave one raw and bloody. And the red lotus nakaram, that's mean the entire body cracked into pieces, and the internal organs are exposed to cold, also cracking. So this is how long they stay in that hell realms. 2.56 times 10 square 21. That is called hell. And the hot hell is the first one is reviving. So the hot iron hit it by intense fire. So this beings in this hell was burned by this kind of hot iron. And black thread include torments. So the black lines are drawn upon body, which hell girls use at the guys to cut the beans with a fierce saw and sharp axes. So this is how long they live. 1.296 times 10 13 square. And the next one is the crushing. So this huge masses of rock that mashed them, and the screaming, where they were running wildly, look for a place to hide from burning ground. So they locked inside that shelter, and it was burning them when they stream inside. And the red screaming, so the punishment maintain their body by hunting others. So this in this kind of hell, all the animals eat them alive. And the hidden hell, where the hell girls impale beings on a fury spear until the flame inside is tissue from the nose and the mouth. So the next one is the dread hidden. So the torture is that they pierce the body until it's bloody. And the last one is Avicii, or uninterrupted hell. So they would be roasted or burned with intense fire. So these are the 8 type of hell. And let's go back to the next one. The next realm you can watch, and I can explain later on. And you can see the beings have the small throat and big belly, and they're looking for food to eat. But because they don't have any virtue or blessing, when they reach nearby the water would be depleted, evaporated, because of their lack of merit. They're so thirsty, and they're so hungry, and the sun burned them. And even they see the fruit, the fruit is dry. And when they catch the fruit, when they put the fruit into their mouth, the fruit become a sort of fire that's burn them. So that's what we call in Buddhism the hungry ghost. The ghosts go hungry most of the time. Probably you may not understand why they exist this kind of hungry ghost, but here you see that, like for us, water we use as the source of drinking bathing, but for the fishes, for the sea creatures, water is their source of life, their palaces, their house. Without water, they cannot survive. Within a short periods of time. For us, yes, we may skip drinking for a day, even for a week, but for them, there's no way. So that's why somehow those beings, if they some type of karma due to their stinginess, they didn't want to share anything with other people. That's why in Buddhist view they were born in the form of hungry ghost. And here the next one. And you see the big fish swallow the small fish. That's the life cycle. And the bird feed their chick with the worms. And here the rabbits run for its survival. That's how animal beings survive. Remember, when we talk animal beings, we talk about the animal beings on earth, under the water, and on the air. So all type of animals that live among us. So most of the time they live with the fear of survival. They kill each other for survival. They look for food. They afraid they look for food. They look for meat. And they pray for other animals for their food, for their survival. And here the next one is the human realms. You see the whole process from the time we were born up to the time that we getting older, mature enough. And here the process of life. We sometimes are healthy, sometimes we're sick because of all kind of reasons. And yes, it's time to get married when we mature enough, to have our own families, to have the children. And of course, when we have the children, it's pretty tough to teach them. And again, this is the last stage of human life for this man. He's getting older. And he done with his life. So that's all for the human life. We born Asian, sick and pass away. So here the next stage is what we call the demigods or the fighting gods. In Buddhism, like the general soldier that sacrificed their life for the countries. And here these two men, they were born in the demigod realms, and they look down to remember their past life, their past lives as soldiers and generals. Okay, that is what we call the demigod of fighting gods. And so this one, the next one is the god realm, celestial realms. So this young man was born in the celestial realms. And he enjoyed all kind of entertainments, food, clothes, jewelry, and so forth. So this is just the simplest ways of explanation. Here in the heaven, he enjoyed his life with the female dancers, the food, all things he can enjoy. But remember, in Buddhist view, nothing lasts forever. Even they live up to billion or trillion years, one day they have to go. So these celestial beings, at the last days, he died, and people drop. That the other celestial beings drop the flower on him. That's one of the celestial realms. And the next one demonstrates a Buddhist path. We saw a temple that hosts a Buddhist monk. Actually, he is the Tibetan Buddhist monk, while he working on his meditation, and he chased after the elephants and monkeys. The monkeys in Buddhism represent the mind. The elephants represent the conduct. So you see, it's from black, and eventually when they walk up to the path, it becomes whiter and whiter. So like in meditation, a cultivator is need to purify the mind. At first it's black, like all kind of bad thoughts. Eventually it will transfer into the good thought that's been white. And you see the monk use this string, ropes, to control the elephants and lead the elephants. The elephants eventually become white, with the monkey follow behind. And he leave the monkey behind. That means he could control his monkey mind. Now his conduct is pure completely. It's a symbolic way that he led his white elephants on the paths. and eventually he calmed his mind and attained arhatship, attained liberation. That's why he could ride on the elephants that is flying on the air. That represents his virtue and conduct as pure enough. He could get out of the birth cycle. And so that's the whole practice. Okay, so let me go back to review what we just listen. Okay, so let's see here. Let me go down here. What we call 31 plane of existence. Let me go down here. Okay, here. Let me extend. Let me expand for you to see clearly. So here in Buddhist view, we have 8 major hell: the hot hell and the cold hell that I just explained, the animal realms, the animals on the sky, on earth and under the waters, the Peta or the ghost or the unhappy spirit, that one has the small throat and big belly, the Asura, demons or semi-god, the fighting gods. So these are the plane of misery and the word of human. So in Buddhist view, our age may go from 10-year-old and up. Every 100 years, if it's enriched in the enriched karpas, so every 100 years you enrich by 1 year, and up to 84,000. That's our lifespan. And from 80,000, every 100 years it's reduced by 1 year and go reduced down to 10 years. So that's the whole cycle of human realms. And the next realm of the above heavenly realms is what we call the heaven of the 4 red kings, that above human realms, and they live for 9 million human years, because 1 celestial day is equal to 50 human years, so they live up to 500 celestial years. So they have this lifespan. The nearest heaven to human realm is the heaven of the 4 red kings. That's what about. Okay, let me share with you this one here. I hope you can. Okay, let's see here. Oh. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'll go back here. We can discuss later on. Okay, so that's what the first layer is. The heaven of the 4 red kings. So their lifespan is about 9 million human years. And the next one is the heaven of the 33 gods. So 1 celestial day is equal to 100 human years. They live up to 1,000 celestial years. So in total, their lifespan is about 36 million human years. That's the heaven of 33 gods. And next one, the heaven of the Yama gods. So 1 celestial day is equal to 200 human years. So their lifespan is 2,000 celestial years. So in total, they have 144 million human years. The next one is Tushita, the heaven of the content gods. So 1 celestial day is equivalent to 400 human years. and their lifespan is 4,000 celestial years. So in total, they have 576 million human years. So that's their lifespan. And according to Buddhist view, Maitreya Bodhisattva, the future Buddha, live on this two-seater heaven, and he will come down to attain the Buddhahood, to become Buddha, probably around 576 million years from now. And the next one is the heavenly gods enjoy the five sense pleasure objects which they read for themselves. So their one celestial day is equal to 800 human years, and their lifespan is 8,000 celestial years. So in total, the lifespan is about 2,304 million human years. And the next one is the heavenly gods enjoy the five sense pleasure object created by others for them. That's mean Mara. So they have long lifespan. One celestial day is equal to 1,600 human years, and their lifespan is 16,000 celestial years. So in total, they live up to 9.216 billion human years. So that is the blend of happiness connected to celestial beings in the desire realm. This one in the desire realm. And we have the next one is the celestial beings who live in the form realms. So here, the retinue Brahma, the first jhana, the minor degree of this meditative state of mind. So they have the lifespan of 1/3 of Maha Kappa. Let me explain to you what's meant by Kappa. So in Buddhist view, one Maha Kappa is let's see here, is about 1.344 trillion years. So in one explanation, there's 4 types of different length of kappas. A rare one is approximately 16 million years long, and a small kappas is 1,000 rare kappas, or around 16.8 billion years. A medium kappas is roughly 336 billion years. That's equivalent to 20 small kappas. A red kappa is 4 mediums. That means 1.344 trillion years. So we go back to this god. 1/3. This god lived to 1/3 of Mahakappas. And the next one is the minister of Brahma, and there's half of Kappas, the fourth jhana. The next one is red Brahma. They live 1 Mahakappas. That means 1.344 trillion years, and it's go up. That's the first jhana plan. That when someone attain the first meditative state of mind, or the first jhana, they may be born in this realm. And the next one, the second jhana plan, in the form realms. So the devas of limited radiance, they live up to 2 Mahakappas. So 2 times 1.344 trillion years. The devas of unbound radiance, so they live up to 4 Mahakappas. That's 4 times 1.344 trillion years. And the number 17, the devas of stream radiance, they live up to 8 Mahakappas, so 8 times 1.344 trillion years, and more up to devas of limited glory. They have their lifespan is 16 Mahakapas. So 16 times 1.344 trillions. Devas of unbound glory, they live up to 32 Mahakapas. 20 devas of radiant glory, their lifespan is 64 Mahakapas. That is the third jhana plan. And the next one is the very fruitful devas. They live up to 500 Mahakapa. The mindless devas, they live up to 500 Mahakapas. The durable devas, they live to 1,000 Mahakapas. The untroubled devas, 2,000 Mahakapa. The beautiful devas, they live up to 4,000 Mahakapas. The clear side devas, they live up to 8,000 Mahakapas. The fearless devas, they live up to 16,000 Mahakapas. So 16,000 times 1.344 trillion years. See how long they live. And that is the fourth jhana, and this is the gods live in the realms, the realm of forms, the five mature realms that we cannot see them because their body is so fine and so subtle. They can see us, but we cannot see them. And the last one, the formless realm, the material world. So the sphere of infinite space, they live up 20,000 Mahakapas. The sphere of infinity consciousness, they live up to 40,000 Mahakapas. The sphere of nothingness, they live up to 60,000 Mahakapas. The sphere of neither perception nor non-perception, the lifespan is 84,000 Mahakapas. So you see is how long they live in this world. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so that's what. Okay, here. Let me show you this chart. So it is in what you call, we in a Sumeru, and we have cohel, 6 type of cohel, 8 type of cohels, 8 type of hot hell. The Peta, that means the hungry ghosts, realms, and this is the realm of human. Remember, there's all type of humans, not one type of human. Like we have many different type of people. In Buddhist view, there's some type of human live in different, not planets and universe. So here, according to Buddhist view, we live here, the Champu era in the south, and this is the sun, and this is the moon, and the other realms too in this human realms. And here this is the god of desire, the god of here the 6 heavenly desire realms right here. And up here, this is the celestial gods in the form realms, and the formless realm is on the top. Okay, so let me move back here. Oh, you can see this one is much easy. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here this 21 earth realms, 6 type of heavenly form reside celestial realm, and 17 or 16 realm of form celestial beings in the form realm, and the 4 types of celestial beings in the formless realm. That's just what about here. Okay, so you can see the whole Buddhist cosmology, and I think let's see this one. This is again, you can see that the cold hell, hot hell, and this is in the circle here is the human realms. Again, so that's the Buddhist cosmology. Okay, so depend upon the merits, depend upon how we live. Each realm can raise some type of karma to be reborn in that type of realm of existence. Let's see, let me go back here. So here, this is the another explanation. Let's move up here for you to see clearly. Here is the human realm, animal realms, hell realms, hungry ghost realm, asura, or the jealous beings, or the demigod, or the fighting god, and the heaven, the heavenly beings. So that's their names. And in some sutra is mentioned about how they come about. So here, let me move down here. Okay. Anyway, so in order to be reborn in that type of realm, they need to raise certain type of good karma. Otherwise, there's no way for them to be reborn in those realms. Let me see here. Okay, anyway. So let me stop here for a while before I move on to the next topic, the Four Noble Truths and Eightfold Paths. So again, in general, in Buddhist view, sentient beings revolve again and again in the samsara, or cycle of the birth. So that's why in Buddhist view we need to recognize and get out the birth cycle if we want to be free from those cycle of rebirth. Okay, that's all for me to discuss about this 31 realm of existence. And again, this is the common themes for any Buddhist tradition to recognize as we need to get out. We need to practice and get out the birth cycle. Otherwise, no matter where we born, if we born in the heaven, any kind of celestial realms, whether we live to up to trillion years, eventually it be expire, and we have to go back again. Okay, so let me stop here, and I will discuss the other topic next time. Alright, thank you. So see you then.